Hello, this is Michael, atheist and alcoholic. I am attending 90 AA meetings, 90 days. Nothing discussed in these videos will ever undermine the anonymity of AA. Meeting 89. Fuck. One more. Today's meeting was on the topic of perception and how anyone, addicts, our proclivity to do this is particularly strong. To take one bad situation at night, like something fucking small too. Somebody takes your parking spot. You wake up 10 minutes late, spill something on your shirt, and the rest of the fucking day is ruined. And about how that doesn't have to be the case, but it takes deliberate work, that you have to be very mindful in changing your perception, that you can restart the day at any point. You can reframe things. There was a lot of great shares, very specifically about what people did in specific situations so as not to ruin the whole fucking day. And for my part, I've brought it up before. It's become more of a nonverbal reflex for me now, but for quite some time, I would literally ask myself, how bad do I want to ruin today? I've also talked in these past videos about the benefit of moving from shame for the fucked up things you've done to regret, and it is definitely a game of semantics, but a valuable one to me. That regret doesn't have that there's things I should regret forever, but the weight of shame at some point is no longer useful. It is in the short term. Acutely, I think there's very necessary to feel shame. Chronically, maybe not so much. But with that said, my ability to just ruin an entire fucking day, I think for no other reason than to hope that other people around me, the people I fucking cared about and loved the most, would experience as much pain and misery as I was in. Like, it was fucking pathetic. I look back and kind of hate myself for those situations. So still some shame there. Maybe that chronic shame's good. I don't know. But at some point, I grew the fuck up a little bit and stopped doing that. I stopped ruining, like, if we go on vacation and Susie and I have an argument, it doesn't have to ruin the whole rest of the fucking day. We can actually get past it now. And that may sound like it probably is a normal thing for normal people, but for me, like that is a huge improvement over, let's say, 10 years ago. So a lot of very good, specific shares, actionable, tangible. And the reason why I use the words actionable and tangible and sometimes cumbersome when I bring this up is I'm deliberately trying to avoid using the word advice. Giving advice is discouraged in both Smart Recovery and AA for good reason. Even if you're cross-talking and addressing someone's share directly in a situation they're going through, it's always encouraged to word it such that if I were in this situation or when I was in a similar situation, this is what I did. This worked for me in the past. Like that. But it was actually a traditional meeting today. And that was I did 60 some in a row of traditional meetings, almost all live and locally, but some on Zoom too. And this was the first one that it wasn't strictly only keep coming back, it works, and let go and let gourd. So I was impressed. It was as far as the traditional meetings I've attended, that was number one. I'd seen it before, but the fucking name of it's Check Up from the Neck Up, and I just thought it would be stupid, and I was wrong. It was a great meeting. I appreciated that, and so I wanted to give credit where it's due. There apparently are traditional meetings that are more than just keep coming back, it works, and God. That one was very, like I said, actionable, tangible, people talking specifically about what they did that worked. So I did ask my question on the Facebook group for the secular AA, and I gave a brief introduction of what I'm doing, how sobriety is in a good place, running this experiment, just doing 90 meetings, 90 days, and I asked them. I said the secular meetings resonate much better with me, and I enjoy them. But my question for you guys is, what benefit do the 12 steps provide that other secular recovery programs do not? That is not to say that one cannot do both, but I assume there is some unique benefit to the 12 steps that is beyond just the ubiquity of the AA community. And I got some interesting answers. If there's more that come in tomorrow, I'll meeting in video 90. I'll go over them there. But one person said that the 12 steps are a process of ego deflation. I mean, all right. Another person said, I like, this resonated a little bit more with me, said that the self-examination process of the 12 steps was helpful to them. So I get that. Another individual said that they simply found the steps cathartic and helped them get over an immense sense of guilt about the wreckage of my past. And that's a quote from the big book. They then said that they also liked Jeffrey Munn's Staying Sober Without God 12 Steps. It was also cathartic, but emphasized also building strengths and being positive. It was more empowering and focused on thought patterns, behaviors, and activities, which definitely much more resonant with what I would prefer and sounds a lot more like smart recovery. But then there was a very interesting post. I'm going to read this one almost word for word. I do not think that is any violation of anonymity. It is very general, not speaking about this individual's personal experience at all, but about part of the history that I wasn't really aware of. This gentleman states, the focus on the 12 steps is relatively new. When the AMA declared alcoholism a disease in 1988, it opened the door for a few existing rehabilitation centers to begin billing insurance companies. The insurance companies demanded that the rehabs have a formal program in place. So the centers adopted the 12 steps as that program. With insurance money in place, rehabs sprouted up like weeds. The 12 steps were enshrined as the program, and the rest is history. Before this, AA's primary benefit was the fellowship offered. Even AA's preamble states that AA is a fellowship. Nowhere does it state that AA is a program, but here we are. Do the 12 steps have some unique benefit? It depends on who you're asking. To me, the far greater benefit of AA is, as you stated, the ubiquity of the community. So that's it. That's all I have for tonight. Working in healthcare too, like that definitely resonates. Like, you just follow the money. But I will see you guys here again tomorrow for video 90. Sorry, this one was kind of all over the place. Maybe I'm just giddy that I'm almost done. But yeah, that's it. See you guys here again tomorrow. Bye-bye.